Maths tutorial. Today we are going to learn the continuation of this arithmetic chapter. In today's class we are going to learn how to find the sum of first n terms of AP. So let us start with today's class. Of an AP. So how to find the sum of the n terms of an AP? Here, to find the n terms of an AP, the sum of n terms of an AP, here you can find two cases. What are these two cases? Let us see. Case 1. Now let us see. Sum of the first n terms of an AP. Here we can see there are two cases to find the sum of n terms of an AP. See, what is the first case says? See, when they give the first term A and the common difference D, when they give the first term as well as the common difference, they'll give, to find the sum of the nth term, we have to use S. S means sum. Sum is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. This formula we have to use. When they give the first term as well as the common difference, when they give these both, what you have to do to find the sum of the nth term, you have to use this formula. S is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. I hope you understood. When they give the first term as well as the common difference. Now move on to the case 2. What? If there are only n terms, they'll give the n terms in an AP, then what is the n terms means the last term, that we can see nth term, isn't it? That is nothing but the last term that we are mentioning. An is equal to nothing but the last term, L we are representing. When they give the nth term means the last term, that is nothing but an is equal to L. When they give the last term, that is L means what? The last term I have mentioned here. So when they give the last term, you have to use this formula. The sum of S is equal to n by 2 into a plus L. S is equal to n by 2 into, in bracket, a plus L. This formula we have to use. We'll see when the cases arise which formula we have to use and what are the cases. We'll see by examples. Now move on to the first example. What the first example says, find the sum of first 22 terms of an AP. AP is given, this is an AP, 8, 3, minus 2 and so on. This is an AP. So what you have to do here, you have to find the sum of the first 22 terms. There are so many terms, this is an infinite AP, and here you can find there are infinite numbers, but you have to find the first 22 numbers sum you have to find out. I hope you understood. So here you have to take the n is equal to 22. That means the number of terms you are going to find is n is equal to 22. So that 22 numbers sum you are going to find out. And here this is an AP. So AP means A is equal to 8 and the common difference you have to find out here. Then n is given. So you have to use which formula? When they give the first term as well as the common difference, here you can see. So you have to use the formula to find the sum of the n terms of an AP. That is S is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. That formula you have to use. First write down what is given. Move on to the solution. See here, this is an AP. Here what is A? A is given as 8 and D you have to find out. D is nothing but A2 minus A1, that is you will get minus 5. Now D is minus 5 and what else is given? The first 22 terms, that means n is equal to 20. So now you have to find the sum of this n terms. So what is the formula? S is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Now substitute what is there given. You have to finding for S. N is given 22 by 2. 2 into A means 8 plus n is given. The n is given as 22 minus 1 and d is minus 5. So now we are going to find the sum here. So you know that 2 11s are 22. So 11 is remaining here. 8 2s are 16 plus here you will get 21 into minus 5. Now go for here the multiplication. 5 minus into plus, you will get minus. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, 105 you will get. Now go for the subtraction of this which is inside the bracket. What you will get here? 11, 16 minus 105, 11 inside the bracket, 16 minus 05 you will get minus 89. Now go for the multiplication of this 89 into 11, you get 1, 8, 9, 8, 9, 17, 1 in your hand, 9. So here you get the answer is 979, which is negative because your minus into plus you will get here minus 979. So the S is equal to, how much you are getting? S is equal to the sum of the first 22 terms of an AP is nothing but minus 979. So you can write the conclusion after this. Therefore, the sum of the first 22 terms of an AP is minus 979. You can write, therefore, the 979. You can write the conclusion. I hope you understood. Now here nothing is there to find the sum of the first 22 terms. So here n is 22. If they ask you to write the first sum of the 50 terms, then n is equal to 50. And what is given here? That is, you have to find out A and D here. Then you have to go for subtracting with using this formula. I hope you understood. Now move on to the second example. The second example says, if the sum of the first 14 terms of an AP is given as 1050 and its first term is 10, first term is given, you have to find the 20th term. See, they have given the first 14 terms AP's total sum they have given. There are so many numbers or there are so many terms in the AP. They have given the starting 14 numbers, 14 terms, total sum they have given. How much? 1050, isn't it? So, its first term they have given. First term is 10. They have not given the second term or the difference also they have not given. Here they have given the first term and they have given the first 14 terms total sum they have given. So, then they asked you to find out the 20th term. After 14th term, there are terms. So, you have to find out the 20th term. So, how to find out? See, first what is given that you write. Solution. See here, sum of first 14 terms. Sum they have given, sum of 14 terms. 14 terms sum they have given. That is, here n is equal to 14. That 14 term sum is given as 1050. Got it? 1050. And the first term is given A is equal to 10. See here 14 term means that is n. I hope you understood. The n is equal to 14 here. N is equal to 14. So now using the formula, the sum of nth term of an AP, here you have to find out what is D. So what is the formula? That is nothing but here S is equal to n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So here this is a formula and here see the S is the sum of the total terms, isn't it? The sum of the n terms. So you can write this is as Sn also. Got it? In the previous problem also you can write it Sn. In the previous problem we were taking the n is equal to how much? The total 22 terms. So you can write Sn instead of n, that you can write S22 is equal to minus 9. What you got? 979, isn't it? Minus 979. So that answer you have to write as S22 is equal to. Got it? So here in the place of n, what represents? N represents the total number of terms. So here n is given in this place of S, the total sum is given as S14. Isn't it? That is given. So this S14 is given in the place of n, S14. So here S14 is how much they have given? That you read. 1050. Sn is given. The sum of the first 14 terms they have given. Then what is n? N is nothing but 14 and divided by 2 into 2 into a is given 10 plus in the bracket what is n? N is nothing but 14 minus 1 into d we don't know, that d we are going to find out. So find out. So here 2 1s are 2 7s are 14, isn't it? So your 1050 is equal to 7 inside the bracket 2 into 10 20. Here you'll get plus 13. 14 minus 1 is 13. D you'll get, isn't it? Now go for taking this 17 to this side. Then you can, when this comes here it is multiplied, and when this comes you will get divided, isn't it? 1050 divided by 7 is equal to 20 plus 13 D. Now here 7 1s are 7, how much are? 7 1s are 7 and 3 is remaining. Here 35. 7, how much are? 7 5s are 35 and here this 0. So you'll get 150. 150 here remaining. Now bring this 20 to this side. So the addition becomes subtraction is equal to 13D. When you are subtracting 150 minus 20, here you will get 130 is equal to 13D. Now bring this 13 to this side, or you can keep this D here. 130 divided by this 13. 13 1s are 13 10s are, you will get 130. So D is equal to, you will get here 10. So now you got D is equal to 10 and you have A is equal to 10, isn't it? Now what they asked you to find out? Now they asked to find the 20th term. The 20th term. That means A, you are taking the 20th term. Term is, first term is A1, second term means A2. So similarly you know how to find out the 20th term. Got it? That is nothing. A20 you have to find out how much. A20th term is how much. So here you have to use which formula here to find out A20. Here A is given as 10, D is also 10. So you can use the formula here. A is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. So here N is given. N is given how much? You have to find out the 20th term. So N is given as 20. So A is 10 plus N is 20 minus 1 into D is 10. So what you'll get? I'll do it here. So what you'll get here? A20 is equal to 10. Here 20 minus 1 you'll get 19. So plus 19 into 10 you'll get. So here 10 plus here 190. Here you'll get A20 is equal to, now 190 plus 10 you'll get 200. So what they asked you to find out? Find the 20th term. The 20th term is, you'll get as 200. You write the conclusion here. Therefore, the 20th term is 200. The conclusion you can write, the 20th term is 200. I hope you understood this problem. This is very easy. See here, the sum of the first terms. When they give the sum, you have to use the formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. When they give to find out the term, the previous we were used to take the formula as an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Here to find the term, you have to use this formula. To find the sum, you have to use this formula. Don't get confused with these two formula, which formula where we have to use and all. So here think that when they give the particularly sum, you have to use this formula. When they ask you to find the term, you have to use this formula, an. A represents the term, isn't it? A1, A2, A3, etc. A nth term. So sum is nothing but the total. When you are adding all the terms you are getting here, that is the sum of the terms. I hope you understood. Now move on to the last example. See what the example says. How many terms of the AP, this AP is given, how many terms, there are given 3 terms, so that way how many terms must be taken, so that their sum is 78. Hope you understood. See here, how many terms we have to take here to get the total sum as 78. So when we are adding here terms, see 24, 21, 80. 4 plus 1, 9, 10, 13 you are getting. 1, 2, 2, 4, 5, 6. 63 only getting. What the terms which they have given when you are adding, you are getting only 63. But how many terms we have here? 3 terms have taken. Similarly, how many terms we have to take and you have to add to get the 78? That is the question. So hope you understood. Now move on to this solution. How to solve this? See here, what is given? First you write down. See, they have given the AP. So here the AP is 24, 21, 18 and so on. So A is equal to 24 and D you find out 21 minus 24. So you will get minus 3 as a difference, and the sum they have given, that is n is given. N is how much we don't know, that n we have to find out here. How many terms are given, the 78 as a sum we don't know, so that n we have to find out here. That what they asked you to do. So here initially you go for this taking the sum Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d formula. See here, Sn is given how much? 78. N is not given, so write n as it is, into 2, a is given 24 plus n you don't know, n minus 1 and d minus 3 given. So go for the solution. 78. Now take this 2 here, division. You can take this side. So 78 into 2 here you will get. Here division, here you will get multiplication, equal to n into 24 2s are 2 4s are 8 and 2 2s are 4. 48 plus here you have to multiply, because here n minus 1 we can't do anything. So you have to multiply, which is the outside term, minus 3. Minus 3 into plus n, what you will get? Minus 3n. And minus into minus you will get plus. 3 1s are 3. Hope you understood. Now you go for, you have to multiply. 8 2s are 16. 1 in your hand. 8 2 7s are 14. 1 plus 156 here. n 48 plus 3 51 minus 3. Now here n is outside, take it to inside, multiply it. Here 156 is equal to 51 into n, 51 n minus 3 into 3n into n, that gives you 3n square, isn't it? N into n square, that gives you. So take this all to this side. So when I am taking 3n square to this side, it becomes positive 3n square, and when the take 51n to this side, that gives you minus 51n, and here plus 156, and here nothing, so that is equal to 0. Now you have to make simplify of this equation. Now when you divide with 3 to this, now divide with 3 to this whole equation, then what you will get here, n square minus 3, how much sir? 51, 3 17 sir 51, n plus 156, 3 how much sir? 156, 3 5s are 15, isn't it? 3 5s are 15, am I right? Then how much sir? 3 2s are 6, 52 equal to 0. Now move on to the next step. See here, when you have this, now how to split this 17n, minus 17n, and when you are multiplying you should get 52. Such a number you have to take. How to split this? You take n square, here you will get 4s are how much? 3 4s are 12, 1 3 4 1s are 4 and 5, 52 you are getting. When you are adding 13 and plus 4, you will get 17. 13 plus 4 you will get 17, and when you are multiplying you should get 52. So such a number you have to take, that is nothing but 13 and 4. So here you should get minus 17. So when you have minus and minus, when you are taking minus and minus, so you will get, when you are adding these two numbers, you will get minus 17. Similarly, minus into minus, he will get here plus 52. So he can take such a number. So here you split this, minus 4n minus 13n plus 52 is equal to 0. See here, you have splitted this 17 to minus 4 minus 13. When you are adding, you will get here 4 plus 13 is 17, minus minus, when you are adding minus only, and you are adding n only. That much n you are getting, isn't it? So 4n and 13n you are adding, that is nothing but 17n you are getting. And similarly, when you are multiplying 52 into n square, we have to multiply. So total is 52n square you are getting. When you are multiplying these two, minus into minus, you will get plus, and 13 4s are 52, n into n square. So that much you are getting. I hope you understood. You have done these step problems in the previous classes. So move on to the next step. So here, which is common, you can see here n is common, n take outside. So here n remains, and here minus 4 is remains. Similarly, here you take minus 13 outside, so n is remaining, and minus into plus minus here, minus 13, how much sir? 13 4s are 52, so equal to 0. So now I will have this. Take n minus 4 is common in both. To take that n minus 4, so what is remaining here when you are taking n minus 4, here remains n and minus 13 is equal to 0. So when you are moving to the next step, n minus 4 is equal to 0 and n minus 13 is equal to 0, or n minus 13 is equal to 0. Here when you are taking, open the bracket and bring 4 to that side, so n is equal to minus 4 becomes plus 4, or here also and you are taking 13 to that side, n is equal to 13. So here you can see there are two answers. Both are positive, so you have to consider n is equal to 4 or n is equal to 13. Both you have to consider. See, when you are taking the 4 terms total, you get 78 as the sum. And similarly, when you take any 13 terms, when you are going for adding any 13 terms, then also you will get the 78 as a sum. You can write the conclusion here for or 13. See here, you can write the conclusion like this. See here n is equal to 4 or n is equal to 13 you got. So both the values of n are admissible. So here you can take both. When you take also you will get the same sum as 78. So you can write, so the number of terms is either 4 or 13. So I hope you understood with today's class. So those who have not subscribed my channel, subscribe it, and there is a bell icon next to that, enable, that gives you a notification regarding my new upload videos. Hope you are doing fine. Have a nice day.